Hey, just in time. Could you grate the carrots into the batter and put it in the oven while I change my shirt? I guess they should make aprons that cover your arms. Yeah, that's great. Then would you slice the cucumbers into the soup and put the apples in the fruit bowl? Thanks, George. Okay, I think we finally have things under control. What is that awful smell? George, thanks for finishing the soup. It smells strange. Is this a cucumber? It tastes like eggplant. It is eggplant. So what did you put in the carrot cake? Is this some kind of radish? Radish cake and eggplant soup and a smelly fruit bowl. Interesting.
George couldn't understand it. How could something that tasted so good in the store taste so bad in the soup?
I'm sure you could make a good soup with eggplant, but this was a recipe for cucumber soup. Well, we still have, 10 minutes. Oh well, I guess we should just order takeout.
Huh? Ooh, yeah!
Where are you going? George?
Customer number 1, you're back.
And I think I know why. You dropped this on your last visit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't these pictures of carrots, cucumbers, and apples?
Yeah, I see it now. Way to go, Dad.
Tell me, my friend, are those the vegetables you have been looking for on your visits? Let me get them for you. You don't want them? Ah.
Oh.
Nothing like a hard day of analyzing carbon isotope ratios to give a girl an appetite. Something smells weird.
Oh, that's my radish cake.
Really? Yum.
George! Perfect timing!
George? Is that your name?
Hello. I am Win Kwang An, owner of the Hua Mai Grocery and Takeout. This is my wife, Hua, and daughter, Mai.
Oh, well, hello.
Hi.
He named the store after us. It means peach blossom.
Is that the new Vietnamese grocery on N Avenue? I've been looking forward to your opening.
Oh, me too. Is all this from your store?
It is. We thought we should help George carry in his order. We've brought you eggplant curry, bun tit nung with nuk kium, a fish sauce with daikon radish.
Ooh, I love that sauce.
Bitter melon soup. Sa hat lo, which is pomegranate seeds in coconut cream and durian shakes.
It all looks great. And there's so much. Would you join us?
Huh? We would be honored.
A few days later, George headed back to Hua Mai.
Here you go. Hi, look at all our takeout customers. Someone's been talking.
Me! I told everyone I know about how great the food is, and I know a lot of people.
But don't worry, George. You'll always be customer number 1.
Everything that comes into the wastewater treatment plant gets sorted into 3 categories. Oils, mostly from car and truck engines. Sand and grit, from construction or sand used on icy roads in winter. And solids. That means pretty much anything else that ends up in the water. Old shoes, spare parts.
Boats?
Boats? They'd all be right here. Wait, your boat's not here. It's raining.
But the sanitation workers said everything that goes down the drain goes here.
It does, except during heavy rains. The system can't handle all the stormwater and it overflows. Right now, the pipes and tanks are backed up, so anything on its way here isn't going to get here. There. It goes down the river to the ocean.
The ocean? How am I gonna find my history homework in the ocean?
If your history homework is out here, we could find it. The Albatross is a skimmer boat. She patrols the harbor for floatables. Like that. Floatables are what we call trash in the water that bypass the treatment plant.
There sure is a lot of it.
And it's almost all from people littering on the street. You see, the trash gets washed out here when it rains.
Ah, that plastic ring has got a bird.
Don't worry. We'll help her out and then release her.
My boat! At least I think that's my boat.
There you are. Good as new.
Ah, I wish I could say the same for my boat. My teacher is never gonna believe my homework went down a storm drain and got destroyed. Well, I think I've used that excuse before. And then we went to the filtration plant. But the boat wasn't there because it was raining really hard. And when that happens, the stormwater and wastewater never even makes it to the plant. It all goes right to the ocean. Trash out there is called floatables, and this thing called a skimmer vessel goes and tries to clean everything up. So, in conclusion, that's why my project is dirty and smelly. Oh, and ancient Egyptians used them and stuff.
So, when it rains, everything goes into the ocean? That's awful. Somebody ought to figure out a way to warn people.
Yeah, they should paint a model boat with an X through it on the street drains so some other kid doesn't lose his history homework like I did. And while they're at it, they should paint like birds and fish and little wavy things for water on the street drains. And then, like, paint a coffee cup with an X through it so people know not to litter because it'll end up in the ocean.
That's a very good idea, Steve.
It is? Yeah, it is. Does this mean I get extra credit?
Perhaps. This was a terrific idea for a class project, Steve.
Ah, thanks.
Of course, the bad news is you won't get to be in history class with Betsy next year.
All right!
He was going to need a bigger windmill. Luckily, George knew a perfect place for finding things: the recycling room. Now, what did Mr. Coyote say? If you're building a windmill, you need sails. A sturdy base. Something for the sails to spin around, and something to make the scarecrow move. Now that he had the windmill parts, he just had to put them together. Time to take those sails for a spin. But his windmill stopped short. So George gave his windmill a leg up. 4 of them. When you're making a windmill, it's easy to get wrapped up in your work. So George gave his sails a trim. His sails moved, but his windmill didn't. What was he missing?
When the wind blows, it pushes the sails.
And then George realized these were too loose. So he got more sticks and attached the sails with tape. George could push his sails, but the wind couldn't. Mr. Coyote's sails were stiff. Maybe that gave the wind more to push against. So George made his sails stiff. All his windmill needed now was a scarecrow mover. At last, his windmill was finished. And it was a good thing, too. Because he was out of tape. Now he just had to wait for the wind. And get a weight for his windmill. George had done it. He'd made his scarecrow move. But he did feel bad for Compass and his friends. Now the pigeons could eat their food while George grew his.
Oh no! Hunley picked up a pepper. He needs water.
Oh, coming right up.
George, our piñata doesn't look like a donkey.
Marco was right. A donkey didn't have an extra long body and short, stubby legs. But Hundley did.
That's it. Thank you for posing for us, Hundley.
Hundley was thrilled dachshunds were getting the attention they deserved.
Oops.
And he was even happier to help in the kitchen.
Oh, this looks great. Now we just have to wait for everything to bake. Yes. But this would be even better if we had Mommy's serving bowls and sarapes.
But how will you get them without Mommy noticing?
We think that since Mommy loves walks, you could take her for a longer walk in the park before coming to an avenue.
Now everything looks just the way Mommy likes it. We should have gotten her flowers. We can make some.
Oh.
It won't be long now.
Oh, everything smells so good. What's this tasty-looking stuff? Oh, glue water. I need something to get that taste out of my mouth. Oh, maybe a pickle. Oh, that was not a pickle.
Oh no, look! They'll think it's the signal.
I miss the kids. Why don't we go get them now? We'll go to a nice restaurant.
They're coming!
Oh,
no!
better
Put it
clean
under
up
here.
the car.
Quick, everyone, hide!
George, wait. Oh, okay.
Oh my! What a wonderful surprise.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy! And look, we made your piñata.
It is beautiful.
It was a masterpiece.
Dale, dale, dale.
Nothing says party like a dachshund piñata.
Pierdes el camino, ya le diste
To the
una,
left.
ya le diste
Oh, you
dos,
just missed.
ya
Just a
le
little bit
diste
more.
tres,
Oh,
tu tiempo se
higher.
acabó. Oh, you're almost here. Sweet. Yay, Mommy!
This is the best Mother's Day ever.
And I couldn't have done it without George. It needs more squish.
If one sleeping bag was good, two were even better. Because when you're somersaulting, you need a soft spot to land.
Okay, we've got our mat. What do we make next?
I know! Hey, Leslie, can we borrow some of your fence for our balance beam?
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna put it on the ground. That way you can do gymnastics too.
A balance beam shouldn't tip. When George learned to ride a bike and it tipped over, the man put on training wheels. Maybe his beam needed training wheels too. Only without the wheels.
Now, if only we had some rings.
Some rings were too small, and some were too big. But some rings were just right.
Huh. Where did the towels go?
Maybe you should do abominable exercises. They make your muscles stronger.
Yeah.
8, 9, 10. 1 more than 10. 2 more than 10.
Now, we need a pommel horse.
That was going to be a tough one. It'd have to be the right height. Too short. Too tall. And it shouldn't tilt. Once George had a handle on things, he added padding, because safety is one of the 3 S's.
Yes! Way to go, George! Wow, you guys built this yourselves?
Well, it was George's idea. He's pretty smart for a city kid.
Yeah, and wait till Mrs. Somersault sees us next week. We're gonna be so gymtastic.
At the next class, George couldn't wait to show the teacher what they had learned.
You guys are amazing!
Are we gymtastic?
You certainly are, but how? We found another gym.
Yeah, and it's open every day.
Every day? Do you think maybe we could have classes there? Oh, yeah. We know the owner.
And he's a natural at gymnastics.